November 1923. A German woman walks into a bakery with a wheelbarrow, not to carry bread home, to carry money. She needs 200 billion marks for a single loaf. By the time she reaches the counter, the price has doubled. The baker doesn't argue. Tomorrow, this money might buy nothing at all. You think the money in your pocket is stable? History says otherwise. When governments print their way out of debt, when wars drain treasuries, when trust collapses, money doesn't fade. It breaks. And when it breaks, the rules change immediately. This isn't theory. It has happened across countries, decades, and currencies. Real people, real adaptations, real survival. The question isn't if money can become worthless, it's what you do when it does. During Germany's hyperinflation, two economies existed at once. The official one, where paper marks still worked, and the real one, where they didn't. Workers learned fast. If you were paid at noon, you didn't wait until evening. You ran, literally ran to the nearest shop and bought anything real. Food, clothes, tools, furniture, anything physical. Because by morning, that cash would buy half as much. By next week, almost nothing. Factories adjusted. Some workers were paid twice a day. Morning shift, paid at lunch. Afternoon shift, paid at 5. Wives waited at factory gates with empty bags. The moment wages changed hands, they ran. Some families chose runners. The fastest child took the money and sprinted for potatoes before prices changed again. Hyperinflation created an economy of speed. Shopkeepers raised prices multiple times per day, not because they wanted to, because they had to. The cash accepted at 10 a.m. was worth less by noon. Fail to adjust prices hourly, and you went bankrupt, trading real goods for collapsing paper. The smartest merchants stopped accepting marks altogether. They wanted payment in anything else. That's where survival stopped being theoretical. Survival strategy number 1, parallel currencies. When official money fails, people create alternatives immediately. In Weimar Germany, that meant foreign currency. US dollars, British pounds, Swiss francs. A worker who converted even a small part of his wages into foreign currency survived. Those who couldn't, didn't. Black market currency dealers operated openly on street corners. The government banned it. No one cared. The official exchange rate claimed $1 equaled trillions of marks. The street rate updated by the hour. People arrived with wheelbarrows of cash, hoping to trade them for a single dollar bill. Foreign currency wasn't the only solution. Cities issued emergency money, not geld. It worked for one reason only. It was tied to something real. A mining town's not geld could be redeemed for coal. That made it money again. Private currencies emerged too. A baker's note promising 1 loaf of bread. A farmer's note promising a dozen eggs. These IOUs circulated locally, holding value, while official marks collapsed. Survival strategy number 2, asset conversion. If you held cash, you lost everything. If you held assets, you survived. The wealthy bought real estate, gold, art. The middle class bought furniture, bicycles, sewing machines. The poor bought potatoes and stored them. One documented case tells the story clearly. A man sold his entire life insurance policy to buy 1 ounce of gold. His colleagues laughed. That policy was worth 50,000 marks, a fortune. 6 months later, those marks couldn't buy a newspaper. The gold was still gold. Farmers became the new wealthy class. They had food, land, livestock. City residents arrived offering jewelry, watches, even pianos. A grand piano for 10 pounds of flour. A diamond ring for a side of bacon. Farmers accepted. Paper marks had no value. Assets did. This pattern repeated in Hungary. Prices doubled every 15 hours. Not every month. Every 15 hours. At the peak, the government issued a 1 sextillion pengo note. A 1 with 21 zeros. It couldn't buy a cup of coffee. Hungarian survivors followed the same rule. Convert everything into hard assets immediately. But they added one twist. Families formed buying cooperatives. They pooled wages before they collapsed. 1 week, they bought a cow and shared the milk. Next week, tools, then fabric. They weren't saving money. They were building a shared asset base, while individual wages evaporated. Survival strategy number 3, income acceleration. When money loses value by the hour, income must arrive by the hour. Monthly salaries collapse first. Weekly pay is too slow. Only frequent income survives. Workers in hyperinflation don't wait. They can't. They stack income streams, paid as often as possible, in as many forms as possible. In Zimbabwe, teachers followed this pattern exactly. Morning classes for official wages, paid in worthless Zimbabwe dollars. Afternoon classes for US dollars, paid daily. Evening tutoring for goods, maize, cooking oil, soap. One teacher documented receiving his monthly government salary, 500 billion Zimbabwe dollars. It bought one thing, bus fare, one way. The rule became clear. Diversify income sources, diversify payment forms, accept anything except the official currency. A doctor accepted chickens, vegetables, gasoline, foreign cash, anything real. Because official money had become fiction. Survival strategy number 4, social networks and barter chains. When currency fails, trust replaces money. In Austria, an economist documented a single chicken completing 7 trades in one day. Farmer trades chicken to baker for flour. Baker trades chicken to doctor for medicine. Doctor trades chicken to teacher for lessons. Teacher trades chicken to tailor for mending. Tailor trades chicken to carpenter for repairs. Carpenter trades chicken to blacksmith for tools. Blacksmith trades chicken to farmer for vegetables. 7 economic transactions. No currency involved. That chicken held value better than the krone. Over time, barter became sophisticated. People learned which goods were most liquid. Alcohol, cigarettes, coffee, salt, sugar. A bottle of schnapps could buy almost anything. Portable, divisible, storable, universally desired. Better than money. Communities formalized this system. Organized barter exchanges appeared. Printed rate lists, not for currencies but for goods. Milk to eggs, eggs to butter, butter to potatoes. These markets operated openly. They weren't criminal. They were functional. Survival strategy number 5. Geographic arbitrage. Currency collapse is never uniform. In post-World War I Austria, money failed faster in cities than in rural areas. Traders exploited the gap. They bought goods in villages using rapidly devaluing city money, then sold those goods in cities for foreign currency or gold. The price difference created profit, but it came at a cost. City traders stripped rural shops bare. They paid prices that looked generous in worthless currency. Villagers realized too late they'd been wiped out. In Weimar Germany, border regions adapted differently. Towns near France accepted francs. Towns near Poland accepted zloty alongside marks. These border zones became buffers, places where multiple currencies coexisted and trade remained possible. Stability didn't come from law, it came from options. What these strategies reveal. When official money fails, people don't stop doing economics. They adapt, immediately, creatively, sometimes ruthlessly. The mechanism is simple. Money is just a medium of exchange. When that medium fails, people replace it. The replacement doesn't matter. Cigarettes, chickens, foreign currency, private IOUs, gold, real estate. If 2 people agree it holds value, it functions as money. That's why governments fear hyperinflation, not only because it destroys the economy, but because it destroys the state's monopoly on money. When people abandon official currency, they don't just change how they trade, they change who sets the rules. Across every documented hyperinflation, the response was predictable. Foreign currency trading, illegal. Barter exchanges, illegal. Private money, illegal. Everyone was ordered to use the official currency. It never worked. You can't force people to accept worthless paper. The laws were ignored. Black markets expanded. Parallel economies grew. Eventually, governments surrendered. They introduced new currencies, sometimes backed by gold, sometimes by foreign reserves, sometimes by nothing more than a promise to stop printing. The 6 survival mechanisms that always worked: 1. Convert official currency into hard assets immediately. Real estate, precious metals, durable goods, foreign currency. 2. Accelerate income. Multiple streams, frequent payment, multiple forms. 3. Build social networks and barter chains. Trade goods directly. Bypass official money entirely. 4. Stockpile high-liquidity barter goods. Items everyone wants. Items that function as informal currency. 5. Exploit geographic arbitrage, where currencies fail unevenly. 6. Form cooperatives. Pool resources. Share risk. Preserve value collectively. These aren't theories. They aren't modern ideas. They are patterns. Repeated every time money collapsed. And they will repeat again. The people who survived hyperinflation best weren't the wealthiest when it began. They were the most adaptable. They recognized reality faster than everyone else. They abandoned a dying system and rebuilt economic relationships around real value. There's a documented case from Hungary. A factory worker saw the collapse coming. He convinced his employer to pay him not in pengos, but in raw materials. Steel, copper, tools. He stored them. Within months, official wages couldn't buy bread. His stockpile bought food, shelter, everything his family needed. His colleagues, who insisted on cash wages, starved. The lesson isn't about predicting collapse. It's about recognizing when the game has changed and adapting faster than everyone else. In Zimbabwe, a taxi driver documented his strategy. He charged different prices by payment method. 3 times higher for Zimbabwe dollars, 5 times higher for checks that cleared days later. He adjusted prices multiple times per day. Competitors who kept fixed prices in local currency went bankrupt within weeks. He survived. These aren't comforting stories. Hyperinflation destroys societies. It wipes out the middle class. It punishes savers and rewards the ruthless and the connected. The social fabric tears when money fails, because money is trust in institutional form. When that trust evaporates, everything built on it collapses. But the history shows something else too. Human resilience, economic creativity, the ability to rebuild systems from scratch when necessary. Every hyperinflation in history has ended. New currencies emerged. Stability returned. Those who adapted survived, often thrived. Those who didn't. This isn't a lesson about doom. It's a lesson about reality. Money has value only because we agree it does. That agreement is fragile, far more fragile than most people realize. When it breaks, the economy doesn't stop. It transforms. The only question is whether you transform with it. The workers running from factory gates with their wages. The farmers accepting pianos for flour. The communities creating barter exchanges. The individual trading life savings for a single gold coin. They were all doing the same thing, recognizing that official money had become fiction and real value lay somewhere else. This pattern has repeated across empires and centuries. Ancient Roman Empire, debasing silver coins. Revolutionary France, issuing assignats, backed by confiscated church land. The Confederate States of America, printing currency supposedly backed by cotton that never shipped. Every time, the same mechanism. Dilute money, undermine its backing, and people abandon it for something real. The survival strategies remain consistent because human economic behavior remains consistent. People trade because they need things. Money is just a tool. When that tool breaks, they replace it. Immediately. Necessarily. Creatively. That's what survival during hyperinflation actually means. Not hoarding weapons. Not waiting for governments to fix the currency. Understanding that economic life continues, regardless of what the official money does. The people who survived were the ones who recognized the shift fastest, who changed their behavior first, who built new trading relationships, while others waited for stability to return. History shows us the human cost of currency collapse, but it also shows us human adaptability. The real question these stories ask isn't whether money can fail, it's whether you would recognize it in time, before the adjustment becomes unavoidable.